Whew. Right, here we go. Yo guys, what is up? I apologize, I haven't been doing much of this, so this is like a couple, been recorded a couple of days after the
Je vais la retrouver dans un des wagons près de l'école.
So, pardon me if I am a bit washed, but I've kind of been taking a break from Dying Light, not really speedrunning at all. So I've kind of just been playing other games and more or less moved on, but you know, series has got to finish. Still playing a little bit, but there's only really one speedrun I even want to do anymore, and after that I'm more or less finished with the game. I just want to get this guide out for people who care about this, because you know, I'm not selfish. Right, so we're going to do guest up to warp to the boxcars. So we left off at the boxcars, but it's TP'd me away from them, because this game is poo-poo. So you should have talked to Raheem and stuff on the GRE and all that. And now we're running to the boxcar to go do the school mission with Jade. Now the school's chaos, but good chaos. It's not bad.
Ils sont combien à l'intérieur?
J'en sais rien. J'ai vu ceux qui ont suivi Tahir, mais il doit y en avoir d'autres. On devrait prendre des entrées différentes. On couvrirait plus de terrain et on ferait moins de...
God, if you're low health there, I wouldn't recommend you run straight in. I'd recommend you heal, because it's kind of scary.
Ok, Jade, je suis entré.
Fouille les
Go
classes.
push this bad boy.
C'est là qu'ils stockent les marchandises.
Instead of running here, we can jump and grapple for a bit
Le jargon militaire
faster.
est plutôt simple. Tu devrais pouvoir les identifier.
And here we're going to get our SMG out, shoot the window, hop through instead of opening the door, because the door has a slow animation. God. See the guy? Through the window? Boop. He's gone. Right, what we need to do here is this guy here, the first, has a invincibility shield. Boom. Have to wait a little bit for it to wear off. Then here, you don't want to, if you stand too close, you're going to get 2 voice lines. If you stand like here, you'll get 1. Then as soon as that ends, boom. You'll get the second one, but you'll be able to do it. If you stand too close to the alarm, then you have to listen to both voice lines before you can do that switch. Here you're just kind of shooting them, running through the school. Here is very important that you aim for 2 critical hits, if you mean 2 collaterals even. So 1, 2, boom. And you save ammo, which is, the main thing is saving ammo, but also just kill everything
Jade,
so
j'ai pas trouvé
fast by doing that.
Je pense qu'il va falloir trouver une autre option.
Try not to pick up
Enfin, j'ai pas
the
encore
other
fouillé la
stuff.
classe C.
Oh crap, I'm an idiot. You can't pick up them keys until these voice lines are done, so just push this in the meantime, break that. Open, I think it's open. Basement keys. And now we're running pretty much the same exact route, other than here we fling a firecracker, get that rid of that viral. Ignore the boomer, the firecracker will distract him, do not worry. See, he's gone. Irrelevant. So don't panic. More about the story. Here we're gonna just open this door, run forward, just trust it, hold W, turn left, 1, 2, 3. You might even get a collateral at sometimes. Please be quick. And that's the school done in like just over 2 minutes. Not too fast paced. Probably some of the faster paced part of the speedrun, that would be fair. But like I said, it's controlled chaos. Skip that cutscene. Gonna do Mother's Day because that warps us to the bottom of the tower where we need to be. Mother's Day warp, save quit. If you don't know what warping is by now, you haven't watched the previous parts. It's just equipping a mission. Then save quitting, because certain missions TP at certain areas. If you were to equip Stuffed Turtle, it'll TP in either quarantine zone. So now that you've done that, if you don't see where to go, just equip the mission. But you always go back to the elevator as long as you finish that skill segment. You're going to want to go back to the roof.
Jade m'a contacté. Elle va porter des explosifs à Saïd.
So right now we're just also waiting for long cutscenes and stuff. Make sure your speed boost is active. Gonna run all the way back to the roof. Boom, boom, boom. Dr. Raheem.
Ok,
Do a
à plus
backwards
tard.
dodge. Run away. Oh, wrong with the last, sorry. I'm gonna go down to where the elevator floor is, break through this door, Talk to Mr. Zera.
On m'a dit que
Oh my D, cool.
l'intendant devrait...
As soon as you start triggering the bottom right, the little box, white box that just appears, that's a save point. As soon as you see that, save quit. So equip Mother's Day and then save quit, sorry. I'm losing the plot. Then Mother's Day will take us back to the bottom floor of the tower. Talk to the quartermaster. Get away. And now we might have enough time. I doubt. We won't, no. So here, if you're in the speedrun, you never ever sleep. So here it'll be nighttime still, and that ball will spawn. That spawns there. You'd be able to make it there, shoot the bolter, and get the tissue. But because I've been showing you the routing and stuff, I was not able to. So that's just gonna kind of... You literally do everything the exact same, it's just you simply have to run to that bolter spawn fast. But if it's almost daytime, then it's better to literally just go sleep. You might lose like 10 seconds, but it's better than going all the way over there, just to have to come all the way back. But you should roughly grapple like here, 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 then here. And then I'd do the last one here just to be safe. Kill the bolter, do his body, and now you're just gonna dip. Gonna be gone. Trying not to die, Jesus. Like I said, I'm not perfect, I suck at this game. So you have to get that bolter tissue from... You have to loot the bolter, which is self-explanatory, but, you know, just kind of verify that. So you give that bolter tissue to Zeri, skip that cutscene.
Quoi? Putain, Raïm! C'était mon boulot!
He was gonna run towards the bridge.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? T'es où?
Sur la passerelle, et ça va.
Va à la gare de triage et planque-toi! J'arrive!
Omar, derrière toi.
That's a good grapple to do that, get on the bridge. Obviously we do not want to grapple lower, because then we'll get a really long climb animation, that's why I grappled purposely there. The last second time, it like wasted all my grapple, but it also gave me a good animation. Obviously this body is always guaranteed, it's always going to be this body, so don't bother looting any of these, because you can search all of them, like flip them all over to find Omar, which is like Raheem's friend. But that one's always a guaranteed spawn, and that one that I just turned over. It's like nearest to the edge of the bridge, in the way that you have to go. So try not to get yourself confused, and we're simply just going to go to the train yard, go some pew-pews, boomstick, as people from just call it, Mr. Boomstick. Go try and get a decent chunk done this video. Gonna kill everything with the shotgun, because faster death animations are always, always preferred. Also, if you haven't put your points in, I strongly suggest you do. Ideally, you want to put them points in when it's on nightmare, so you lose no time, like whilst you're waiting for like a call or something, and the GRE to finish. But because I'm explaining stuff without having the time, and I've simply just not been prepared, to be fair. Like I said, no one's perfect. If you miss some skill points and that, don't forget about it. Don't leave it, just do it. It's not that much of a time loss, and also freedom in the depth. What freedom in the depth does, what I picked up here, get better freedom, run longer, climb quickly. Climb quickly is the main one. That's why you want level 5 as fast as possible.
De retour à la surface.
I thought it was level 4. I said level 4, I think, in the previous episodes, but you need level 5 by the time it hits the pit. Which the pit is just a mission after this, so we've done it with plenty of time ago. Jump grapple. Plant this bad boy. It's pretty much just running here. There's no real routing other than just knowing where to go. Jump here. The zombie always blocking that door, so let's jump over here instead. Much more consistent. Just gonna run straight here. Plant this. Be very careful here. There's a goon. There's some arms you get stuck on them, some arms you don't. It's really funky. Now here, we're going to do a little cheeky out of bounds. The best way to do it is, you can look here, wait till it appears, but I like to just go all the way to the right, because I can just look, jump, and look bad.
Raïm, ça a marché.
Go to the right, and then I get over that fence, almost guaranteed every time. I used to struggle with that a bit, but then you go down this little gap here, don't worry, it's water. Then we're just gonna make sure we swim under that wall. Jump, grapple, cancel, over. Raheem, we're here. As soon as we skip this cutscene, when the little like black screen starts to fade, we're gonna save quick. So like that. Because what this will do is it'll overlap Crane's dialogue with Crane's dialogue again, I believe. So it'll say about Raheem being dead and all that, and then it'll say the building blew down and all this. So it'll say Raheem's dead, and then it'll go sell my shit. There we go. That's how you know you've done it. If it lets you open that door, use that door there immediately, more or less. You've got it. If you don't get it, just wait it out. It doesn't matter. But that's the demolition zone done. So now we're just gonna Mother's Day again to go back to the tower. Should be getting the hang of it now. Mother's Day tower. And then we're gonna go talk to Brecken. So I'm just gonna go in here. Boom. Here you want to use shotgun again because the SMGs are slow. Dead, 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 dead. Use your minimap as well. Like this guy that popped up in the minimap. I wouldn't have seen him before for the minimap. This guy takes forever, so just keep pressing your interact button. There we go. Wait for this little trigger to disappear on the map. When he says merde or shit, whatever language that be for you. I believe this is a trigger up here. There you go. Merde. We're going to start running towards the garrison where we did Path of Rise missions, pretty much. And now, what we're going to do, we're going to do another not death warp, sorry, save quit, like mission warp, whatever you call it. However, if you come to this building here, if you're not level 5 agility, pick up this flag here, you'll get 500 agility. And this dialogue here, when Brecken's speaking, now Tolga's speaking, at any random point that can start overlapping, so could do it earlier, could do it later, it's complete luck. As soon as they start talking at the bottom, and that trigger moves, see over there. If I was to do Z, there we go, see those triggers over there, 227 meters. As soon as you see that, Holy Air Tunnel, save quit, that's another mission warp that we do. To get us all the way to the garrison, because you're never ever going to be at the garrison before the dialogue finishes, it's impossible. Unless you do HSG, which is very, very, very hard to do, and I don't know how to do it. And it's only necessary if you want to be as optimal as possible. Right, I went the bad road there, but you're going to come out this tunnel here, just going to turn right, grapple down here, you should see a big grey area on your minimap, see that big grey area? That means you've done it. You've like done everything right, you've saved quit at the right times and stuff. Let's jump, grapple, and that trigger should move on the map, so the little white trigger's moved, and now it's gone. This entrance here is always guaranteed, so you grapple all the way across, get inside. Lightweight. I think I'll do all the way to Sector 0 for this video, so it's not too bad. Here we're just doing a GRE call, but, very important, remember when I mentioned household supplies a while ago, and chemicals being a guaranteed item. So, do you know how for the... We made the DIY grenades earlier, toxic trap bombs, normally, because I looted that big building in the previous episode that I wouldn't be on a speedrun. I was doing it like showcase. But, so, normally now, unless you found 2 chemicals, which is very lucky, if you haven't, as long as you've got plastic and lichen, chemicals are a guaranteed drop here, and so is these will always be here in the kitchen, so make sure you grab them if you need them. Then you're going to come out here, you need to get a grab, so like you're on this side of the refrigerator. We're going to do a wall clip again, but we're going to look over to our right and grapple. So clip through, grapple, and then we're going to grapple inside. If you go on top, you can jump inside, it's fine, just make sure you're on this floor. It doesn't save much time though, so if you're uncomfortable doing that, then don't do it, but I'll say now, if you're uncomfortable doing that, then you're not going to be very comfortable doing the majority of this other stuff. Here you can get some agility points. If you still need level 5, you can get some more. Past level 5 it doesn't matter, because there's no big abilities that save any time. You have to open this door when this call ends, press that button, open that door, get the trigger, press this button for the elevator, and now we just spam. Elevators are always the worst spams, they take forever. Then here you can grapple down. Just be careful. You can just jump on that zip line down if you want to be safe, but if you grapple down it's slightly faster. because you're there before the dialogue. And here you're just going to want to ignore everyone. Just keep running. Nothing matters.
Où es-tu, mon ami?
Now you might recognise this. We're in the bottom floor where we talk to Cream behind that desk and all that. Go turn left.
Requin, j'ai pas vu Zéré à l'intérieur. Ça a l'air vide.
So this whilst Brecken's speaking, there's no underground level. See how the trigger in the minimap's over there now? It was up there, it moved over there. That's how you know there's a trigger here. Stand here and wait until Brecken, that trigger there pops up. And these should spawn in. As long as these are spawned in, you can go. Kill, kill. You can use your SMG for the first few kills. But then it's more optimal to use your shotgun when you get the last few. So kill them. Now I'll use my shotgun. Boom, boom, boom. I missed. As soon as you kill all of them, this door will open. That's why I want the fast animation. Boom, and then spam this. Lightweight. And now you're around, roughly. Not quite, but in the speedrun. Actual timer in the speedrun, but you're roughly halfway. A little bit less than halfway, but you've got the majority of the annoying part of the way. I find this first half of the game much worse, personally, because I hate the setup, I hate doing the tutorial, I hate duplicating everything, I suck at it. But the second half of the game is harder because of the skips, but it's also easier because there's less setup. You don't do any more like setting up. And here you can just relax, go get a drink, chat to your stream if you're streaming it, do whatever you want for the next like minute or two. Just make sure you are prepared to continue because it will not take long before we continue. For the most part. This part's relatively nice. You just have to be very careful. If you have any stuff in your inventory that you shouldn't have, like ammo and stuff, it doesn't matter because you can't help that. That's just the game glitching, so don't worry. If you don't think you're gonna get DQ'd or anything, like disqualified, I mean by DQ. But here you're just gonna want to go kill every single zombie you see. Just be very careful, try not to get grabbed. If you get grabbed, you lose a ton of time. Like that. Because you can't have the ability of instant escape. You can't just like instantly escape. Just make sure they're all dead and then move on to the next container. As long as they're all dead, then that container can just be left. But we need them all dead because Vibes will only start talking and like move on to the next part when they're all absolutely dead. Also, you won't have any med kits, so you might want to be very careful of just how much damage you're taking as well. Just be mean, just have to be mindful about it, not being meaningful. That should be the amount. If Vibes starts talking here, I'm good. Right, that means I've killed absolutely everything. There's a guaranteed gauze drop there, and you can just lose some of these for, hopefully, alcohol. I hope I found gauze before I found alcohol. Wonderful. Pick up these throwing knives, I like them. You don't have to. You can if you want. Make sure you're here early though for this machete dropping. But you want the throwing knives to kill the virals slightly faster. Makes your life a tad easier. Yeah, you're gonna want to just like absolutely spam. Just spam dodge to like the right. Sometimes you'll get it, like I got it there barely. Sometimes you won't. Just want to dodge out of the way of that demolisher and aim for the head, because that's only got one piece of armor. So if you hit the armor and then hit him, it will insta kill him. Yeah, you dodged the throw knife. That's fine. I've got a second one. To kill him that little bit quicker. Whilst you have like no time loss, you might as well get set up and get through a knife. I believe though, yeah, I didn't upgrade the damage. If you have to upgrade the damage for the throw knives for them to be any use to you. So you have a seizure. What we're going to want to do is break this machete a little bit. You don't need to do much. It's already got durability taken, so now you can just leave it if you want. I just like to break the rocks because it's fun. But when he says this inevitable course, just make sure you're here early. Always better to be early. It's getting a good habit of it. So if things make it down and it'll be like at my feet more or less. Yep, just pick it up. Skip the cutscene, run forward. And now we're just gonna escape the garrison. Make sure you get this trigger here. You have to go a bit further to the right. Just jump to the right there. Boom, I got it. have to climb onto this. Jump up here. Don't worry about the trigger, it'll just automatically activate here. There you go. Watch out for this barrel, that's a very, very bad barrel. If that barrel blows up, you're cooked. That trigger will activate, like here. Boom. That's like an invisible wall that we're running on, so don't worry about the collision. Hug the wall, stay away from the barrels, heal up if you need to. Don't rush it, unless you have a very good time at beat. There's no need to rush. So if you fast run, just make sure you do everything correctly. Then just drop in the water. If you're low on health, just drop in the water, because you might die if you do the hard fall, which is slightly faster. Here, jump in this car, over the wall, a little bit faster than running all the way. Here, you're going to jump in this barrel over the wall, slightly faster. Here, what we're going to do is out and in, a bit like a J, like we're starting from the, no, like a L, sorry, like a uncapitalized L. So you know how L's are like line down curve at the bottom? Well, at the bottom of the curve, we're going to go woohee. Oh, no, we're going to go woohee. It's kind of more like C, actually. Sorry, I'm confusing, but stay with me. You just jump out and in. But I wanted to try and like kind of explain it a little bit to make it a tiny bit easier to understand. You just pretty much do a C-shaped jump, and then you should be able to climb up. If you don't get to climb up, just run to the stairs. It's not much big time save, it's just nice. Hey, you'll have a seizure no matter what, don't worry about it. So, as long as we've got this machete with some metal parts, which I don't have any metal parts because I'm a twat. I actually need to find metal parts now because I'm an idiot. To showcase this skip. There we go. Screw you, gas pipe. Now I have metal parts, so it might have metal parts. It might have like 9999 or whatever, or 8,000. Sorry, however many you've duped in your inventory. You might not. It's just a glitch. Sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't. But the reason we have these metal parts is when we do the repairing animation, that's going to cancel the seizure. So when we're having seizures, we can cancel them. So this pole here, as we walk past it, just start repairing and kick to cancel the repair animation, because you want to do this repair thing again to cancel another seizure. Otherwise, you're going to just be very slow. You're very slow regardless, but you don't want to be that slow. You see in the map, this little gap here, we're going to slim in between that. Here, when you get these like little ones up, these little dodgy little walls here, start repairing, kick, you can drop it now, you don't need it. Better to drop it as keep it, because then you have less inventory clogging. Less things clogging your inventory. That would make more sense to say, wouldn't it, Josh? And then we're just gonna do our best thing here to get this washing line. And then you will have the final seizure, and that will be the escaping done. Hold skip. Skip, 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 skip. Gonna take your items. Don't need a DIY grenade. Speed booster, firecrackers, grapple hook, shield. I believe that's everything. And we can craft that toxic trap bomb now. We don't need them yet, but you know, we can just craft them ready. So now we're gonna do that mission that we took from that guy in the black tuxedo in the tower, in the last part, or the previous part. Gonna use that on the hooks, save quit, or mission warp, whatever you want to call it, save warp, mission warp. To go all the way, we're gonna have like 400-500 meters here. So it's a big, big, big time save. We're gonna turn around, we're gonna run towards this bridge. I bet you remember or recognise some of this. Yep, we ran across here. When we were going to save Raheem, that felt like ages ago. That was only like 20 minutes ago that we did that, and now we're already back here. Gonna get some nice grapples here. This house here, bloody hell. This house here. Need to get inside, not inside, but to the door. Knock on the door. Skip the cutscene. Gassed up. We could gas up to do another warp, but it warps us a different place to where gassed up warped us before. It's pretty weird. It's basically, it's gonna warp us like roughly. Like past that hill. There's like a tunnel all the way over there past that hill where that big tall building is, and we're gonna go all the way past there. But again, just make sure you're early for this. I'm just showing you where we're gonna go.
Et c'est combien?
No. As soon as you're done skipping that, just save quit. Gonna warp like another 300-400 meters here. And now we should spawn on a bridge. Yep, here we are. Gonna do 180, start grappling. It's a bit of an awkward terrain because there's so many cars and stuff, but when we get past this, there's another big green walls that we can start going on. Get that little cheeky grapple there. Boom. I'm just gonna run along, you know, easier than going on the bottom, getting around all the cars and stuff. And it's more peaceful. No zombies trying to munch you. And then we're just gonna keep running, keep running. This little door on the minimap is just basically an exit to the area, so now we're entering the sewers part. This part sucks, but I'll say it politely. It's probably the second worst part of the whole game to try and speedrun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just skip that cutscene, make sure your speed boost is active. As soon as I skip that cutscene, save quit. Gonna load back in, and guess what we're gonna do? Did you guess? Another save quit. So the first save quit, what it does is it teleport, because we always normally have to follow the guy. But the first save quit teleports him, and then the second one teleports us. So now we'll be right near him. Talk to him, and now we're going to do another wall phase. Look at the wall, look straight, look down, turn. Jump, grapple here. Here is tricky. We need to grapple like here, but if we grapple here, too far back, we might hit our heads. We might not, you might. You have to basically grapple so you don't hit your head on this little stone bit. And you will be able to just grab on above here. So when you're above here, that blue building, we're going to want to jump, grapple underneath it, hug this pipe here, I said pillar. Hug this pipe here because there's a trigger. And if the dialogue starts, if he starts talking basically, they've got it. And there's another trigger here at the end of this pipe, so we're going to run, hug this wall. We're getting that. We're going to run, jump up here. Cancel that. We're going to just stay on the outside of the map. Jump in this pipe, aiming for that white thing here. If you can just wait here and it'll adjust your grapple, or you can just run, jump, grapple straight away if you're confident. Be careful though. Then you want to stand on this pipe. If zombies spawn, you've got all the triggers so far, which is very good. And then here you grapple up there. What we're going to do is we're going to do a backdash into a grapple. So we'll hug the wall, backdash, grapple. Which backdash, by the way, is just holding like if you hold what's it called, like A or D, and then just hold space, that's like a side dash. Backdash, you just hold S and spacebar. I'm assuming you people are KPM. If not, it's just for me on controllers RB and LT or L2, whatever it's called. But when you're up here, you're just gonna run along. Again, keep your speed booster up. We do not want to be slow. Here, what we're gonna do is stay in the middle. All this platform you can't stand on. We're going to go near the edge. You'll see a trigger pop up in the bottom right. There you go. You do not want to go further because you'll clip into bounds. But as long as you get that trigger, you run down here, you should start talking. Yep. Here, what you're going to want to do, this is the very annoying part. You're going to jump to the left of this wall and grapple like roughly there. It's very fucking annoying. Boom. Boom. I clip back and bounce, see. That means I've done it wrong and I messed up because I suck. But I want to show the backup version if needed. So if what's it called? As long as you what's it called? If you miss that, like what I did there, I clipped inbounds. If you stay out of bounds but you don't get that trigger, you're fine. You just need to grapple. What's it called? Say you just jump, grapple, or you mess up. Grapple here to save yourself, otherwise you'll die from fall damage. Aim like in this middle part. Grapple, and then grapple back. That trigger will activate, but I've already got the trigger, but I went in bounds. We're going to stay out of bounds for the full thing. Then what we're going to do is we're going to jump in this pipe here, smush ourselves here. We have to smush ourselves or we will fall in the water. And then if people spawn on the minimap, you've done it right. So grapple up here to get yourself unstuck. Roll across this bridge. This one guy here is the only guy you need to kill, so shoot him. believe it was him anyways. Just verify. Yeah. So we've killed him, and then that pipe down there, what we're going to do is we're going to fall, grapple here, get on that pipe. Then we're going to go over there, but there's water here, see? So you can just walk forward and grapple sometimes. If you can't get the grapple, it doesn't matter, you can just swim. But hug this pipe, jump, grapple up to get out of the below, and then the trigger should pop up in the bottom right, and then if this door opens, you've got the full skip. You've done everything you need, and you've pretty much absolutely cooked. This part is very hard to understand, and is just simply like trial and error. The trigger's in a very dodgy place on that last part, and it's really horrible. But for the most part, you just run through here, grapple up here,
Bricken, tu me reçois? Ici
and
Crane.
you're going to want to go in the middle of the stairs, jump, grapple at the ceiling, leave the building. AKA the sewers, not the building.
Bande d'enfoirés, ces sauveurs.
The game's a bit
Ces
smelly.
salopards travaillent avec Rice.
Calls up the building. Then we're gonna just hold the skip button. Trigger pops up in the bottom right. We're gonna go equip the Bozak Horde. Save quit. If you don't have Bozak, I believe. Wait a minute. I apologize for that. Wait. I'm not gonna do the Bozak because it's DLC and not many people have DLC. Right, so Three Moons Restaurant. So instead of doing Bozak, you're gonna do the Three Moons because this will warp you close, and the Bozak is DLC. So it's pretty much like the Bozak is faster, but it's you have to pay for it. So you're gonna do Three Moons, grapple up here,
Je suis dans le secteur 0.
grapple
Avec
here,
vous?
and grapple on top of this ideally. If you can't get on top, then you can just kind of run and jump up, and then you want to grapple all the way at the top of this building
À ce
ideally.
propos, docteur, tout va
If you
bien?
don't grapple, just cancel it early, grapple higher,
C'est toi, Craig?
Ouais, c'est moi.
then you go in here, open the door, skip. And that is going to conclude this episode, or part, whatever you want to call it. I hope this guide helps. Again, if you are still stuck on any parts, please feel free to let me know, and I'm sorry if I suck at explaining. It's just me. I can't really help myself. But I hope this guide helps. I'll see you all in the next part. Peace.